The new timeline for Medicare enrollment and coverage. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to discuss the details of the new timeline for Medicare enrollment, Medicare coverages, and even retroactive coverage. Now, this will pertain to Medicare Part A and Medicare Part B as the rules have changed, and this encompasses about 64.5 million Medicare beneficiaries all across the country and thousands upon thousands of beneficiaries being added every single month. We've got a lot to talk about here in the video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day with the latest updates and talking through very confusing topics on Medicare, Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, people with disabilities, all the new bills, packages, proposals. There's a lot of things that are going on right now. It is a very busy time of year. And again, I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. So again, please subscribe down below. And also feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media, so we can continue to help out as many people as we can right now, again, during this very confusing time. So again, thanks so much. Please subscribe and let's get into it and talk about the new timeline for Medicare enrollment, Medicare coverages, and even retroactive coverage. Did you know that? That is a thing out there. And again, I will talk about the details here in this video. All right, now first things first, let's cover the basics. Now again, you probably know this, but let me throw this out there really quickly because this is a very important aspect of Medicare, okay? All right, so here's what you know, and again, like I said, you probably already know this, but you can enroll in Medicare 3 months before your birth month, the month of your birth month, and then 3 months after. It is called the IEP, initial enrollment period, okay? That is what you want to pay attention to. It's a 7-month window where you can enroll in Medicare. Now, the earliest that it could become eligible for you is the month of your 65th birthday, okay? So let me give you a quick example. Let's just say that your birth month is October, for example, okay? You could enroll in Medicare July, August, or September, but it would not go into effect until October, the month of your birth month. However, you could also enroll 3 months after. So in this case, again, going back to that example of your birthday being in October, that would also encompass November, December, and January, okay? So it's a 7-month window, IEP, initial enrollment period, okay? Very important stuff right there. All right, now next, let me talk you through the details about this. So there's a couple of different things that I want to point out for you because the rules changed as of the beginning of 2023. Now, generally, if you were to enroll in Medicare within the 3 months after your birth month, usually Medicare Part B would go into effect about 2 to 3 months after you would enroll. It's kind of a long time, right? Now, here's what it happens, what it comes down to now. Your Medicare Part B will go into effect right away after the 1 month after that you enroll in your benefits. For example, let's just say that you want an effective date of, say, February of the start month of your Medicare. Here's what could happen. You could enroll in January and it would go into effect right away the start of the following month. In this case, it would be February for your Medicare. Now get this. That's when your Medicare Part B would go into effect. However, your Medicare Part A would actually be retroactive back to your birth month of October. Not bad, right? So again, if you're possibly still working at this time, or maybe you're going to be losing coverages from an employer or something like that, you could really play around with this and kind of modify it so that you're not paying those Medicare Part B premiums prior to when you actually need to be, which, by the way, as of right now, Medicare Part B premiums are $164.90 a month as of right now in 2023 as I record this video. But in 2024, it's suspected that they're going to increase by about 9.3% up to either $174.80 or $179.80. That is what the speculation is as of right now. So the Medicare Part B premium is going to be increasing pretty significantly, right? So anyway, I want to bring this stuff to your attention. Now, let me point out a couple other things really quickly here, and then I will also get into this and talk about a little bit more details. But here's what I want you to look into if you have not done so yet, okay? Make sure to sign up on the Social Security website for your My Social Security account. If you have not done that yet, you probably want to do that, which, by the way, full disclaimer, I am not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm here to give you information, general information. Hopefully this will help you out and navigate this very confusing time, because if you have not filed for your Social Security yet, you're probably going to be doing that very soon as well, right? All right, so anyway, go to the Social Security website, sign up for your My Social Security account. It is completely free to do so. There's a lot of great resources on there, and you can find a lot of really helpful information. Website, ssa.gov, right there on the page, you can sign up. You can even do it through your mobile phone. I've done it through my mobile phone as well. It was pretty easy. A lot of steps, I'll tell you that much. But you can sign up there. Takes maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, I would say. It took me about 15 minutes, I would say, to sign up completely, and I did it through my phone, okay? So you can do that right there, ssa.gov. Now, another website I want you to check out as well, this is also on the Social Security website. This is how you would sign up for Medicare as well, ssa.gov/Medicare/sign-up. I know, that's kind of a confusing one. Let me say it one more time, okay? ssa.gov/Medicare/sign-up. Okay, that's where you can go to sign up for Medicare as well. Okay, very important stuff. Make sure to take this into consideration. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you can become eligible for Medicare the month of your 65th birthday. Okay, so going back to this example that I gave, which is if your birth month is October and you're going to be turning 65, you could enroll in July, August, or September if you want, but it will not go into effect until the first of the month of your birth month, in this case, October. Okay, so please take that into consideration as well. Now, like I said, you can also sign up those 3 months afterward. Now, the cool thing about signing up the 3 months afterward is, let's just say, for example, again, using the example of your birthday being in October, let's just say that you want Medicare Part B coverage to go into effect in, call it January, okay? You can sign up in December and you'll get that coverage right away starting in January, okay? And like I said a little while ago as well, your Medicare Part A at that time would be retroactive back to your birth month, which in this case is October. Now, a couple of notes I want to point out for you. Medicare Part A will be retroactive up to 6 months, not to exceed 6 months, okay? So if your birth month is October and you apply in, I don't know, June of the following year, it's not going to be retroactive back to your birth month. Only 6 months is what they do retroactive for Medicare Part A, okay? Are you confused yet? You know what I mean? Are you confused yet? I know, it's very confusing. There's a lot of things here, which is why I'm trying to break this down, because it can be very confusing trying to navigate this. And especially if you've never done research on this before, or if you've looked into it kind of passively, it can be very discouraging because you look into it a little bit and you're like, okay, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to understand this. And then you dig into it for 5 minutes and you're like, man, I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do anymore. I have more questions that I came here with. I don't know what to do. So please recognize this. I'm here for you in any way that I can be. If you have any specific questions about this, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do. If I need to come back and make another dedicated video, I can certainly do that for you. Otherwise, I do my best to read as many comments as I can down below, respond to them, and do what I can to help you out through this. It is very confusing, especially if you are in a time where you're going to be filing for Social Security and Medicare at the same time. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you got to pay attention to, which, by the way, I have thousands of videos here on the channel talking about Social Security, all the different aspects of it. Probably want to check some of those out as well. There's a lot of great information out there as of right now. And we're going to be getting some major changes that'll be going into effect as of 2024 for Social Security as well. Every year, the Social Security Administration announces new changes in October that go into effect the following year for the following year. So in this case, it'd be in 2024 as I film this video in 2023. Okay, so I want you to know all this stuff. So anyway, at that time, by the way, when you file for your Medicare and you go into the effects of you get your Medicare enrollment and stuff like that, and you get your coverages in place, you can then sign up for a Medicare supplement plan if you want to. Not required, but you can. And now generally, if you've never looked into this, you might want to look into it. They're relatively cheap. I mean, inexpensive, okay? They're not that much. And a lot of times you can get programs like Silver Sneakers or Silver and Fit. Those programs are available for a lot of plans as well, where you can get yourself a free gym membership with a local gym. Not bad. I'm not sure if you're into the workout scene, stuff like that, but even if you want to go a little bit, there's not, well, let me take that back. Generally, there are not parameters on how many times per month you need to visit the gym, but I'm just saying, if you had a gym membership, you might actually use it sometimes, right? And a lot of times they come with other perks as well. So like yoga studios and, kind of stuff like that. So if you're into any of that stuff, you can take advantage of that. And a lot of times they're included with your Medicare supplement plan. So pretty cool stuff. There's a lot of cool perks there. And generally, it's a nice little supplement. It helps pay a lot of your bills and stuff like that, your medical expenses. And a lot of times the premiums are really not that much. You know what I mean? They're like, well, I'm not going to sit here and quote numbers because it's going to be different for everybody, but usually they're not that much. Considering the Medicare Part B premium is $164.90, usually the premiums on Medicare supplement plans are nowhere near that. I mean, you can even get $0 premium plans as well. Those are out there as well. So do a lot of research. There's a lot of those plans out there. And again, that's a whole nother topic in and of itself. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole in this video because honestly, we'd be sitting here for the next like 3 hours talking about this stuff. There's so many different aspects of it. Of course, I can make another dedicated video talking about that, kind of brushing the surface a little better on that, but I want you to be aware of that as well. So a lot of options here, a lot of things coming your way, if that kind of makes sense, in a good way, kind of, mostly, right? But again, here's another thing as well. Do what is best for you. Figure out your situation. I don't know that. Like I said earlier, I can't advise you here in this video because everybody's situation is different, okay? Some people want their Medicare coverages to go into effect immediately the month that they turn 65. Some people say, I don't want it to go into effect until, right after the IEP period or right during the very last couple months of it. Some people want to delay on that stuff. So again, you got to figure out what's best for you. And a lot of it's probably going to be predicated on your current coverages as well, okay? So maybe you're somebody that's still currently working and you think, hey, I'm going to retire here as soon as I get this Medicare. Totally fine. You can do that, okay? Or maybe you're somebody who is receiving a pension, and maybe as a result of your pension and your plan like that, maybe you lose your healthcare coverages as soon as you turn 65. Well, you probably want to know this stuff so you can have that coverage go into effect immediately upon the loss of your other healthcare coverages, right? A lot of different things here. You got to explore all avenues so that there's no lapse in medical coverages in the event that you're currently covered and maybe losing something, right? So again, look at all the details, take some time, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know what I can do to help you out. I want to answer those questions for you. And again, I have no problem coming back to make another dedicated video for you. If you need that, just let me know what you need from me, okay? I hope I explain this in such a way that makes sense. I know it can be very confusing. If you have any further questions, let me know. Otherwise, go back and watch the video again. Not a problem. There's nothing wrong with watching it a few times. Honestly, that's how I do stuff, okay? When I have to learn something, I listen to stuff over and over and over again. You'd think like, wow, he must not learn very well. He has to listen to it like 17 times. This is how I learn, okay? I've always been that way. I just have to do it that way because I think through everything, right? I listen to something and I think, oh my, there's a question, and I start thinking about the question, right? And by the time I'm done with it, I have like 17 questions, and it's like, wow, I have a lot of questions now. You know what I mean? So I'm here for you in any way that can be. Hope this helps you. Again, enjoy your day. Please subscribe down below. Share this video with your friends, family, social media. Do everybody a huge favor. Help them out with this. There's a lot of people, like I said, thousands upon thousands of people enrolling in Medicare every single month. 10,000 people enrolling in Social Security every single day. A lot of stuff going on right now. And again, I have a lot of great messages and content and videos here on the channel for you, exactly talking about all this stuff. So anyway, stay tuned. Again, as I record this video, the announcements have not come out of Social Security yet, but it's only a matter of weeks here until we get those very important announcements out of Social Security and the major changes that will be going into effect as of 2024. I'll be breaking all those down for you as soon as we get those announcements. So again, subscribe down below. Enjoy your day. Take care. Share the video. Go back and check out the other videos here on the channel. And I'll catch you again later in the next